Going to hear about today is nothing short of a miracle.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pubstomp, a podcast about games, TV shows, movies, and pop culture in general. Every episode, we discuss topics that we find interesting. Come join our shenanigans.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Pubstomp Podcast. Today, we're just catching up. We're just taking it easy. It's been a long week. It's Friday. We normally don't record on Friday. Dude, I never say who I am. I'm your host, your co-host, trigoman. And today we also have Mexy.
Hello.
What's up, Mexy? Tyler's off. Tyler's off in the desert, in some state far away, taking care of business. We'll ask him when he comes back. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, some pictures and stuff. He'll let us know, but he's okay. He's alive. Today is just you and me, man.
Mm-hmm.
And me.
Mm-hmm.
And today we're talking about Loki, just like every week. This Loki episode 4, man. Episode 4 of Loki.
Mm-hmm.
Just overall, what do you think? What'd you think?
That's good, man. That's good. After the last one, I was kind of like, okay.
Yeah, I think the after credits scenes, that's what like made it like, oh snap. I mean, there was a lot of oh snap video parts towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
But the big one was the after credits. And I think here's where spoilers begin. Like, if you haven't watched it, just leave right now. Or skip. All right. So, first thing I want to say is that when they pruned people, I always thought, like, there's no way they're just, like, dying. Right? That's just, in my gut, I was like, there's no way. They're just, like, freaking poking people with the stick and then disappearing into like it's basically getting erased. They're going somewhere, right? That was what I felt in my gut. And when it was sad when they pruned Mobius. I was like, no, not like this. He just wanted to ride a jet ski. What do you think about that moment, man? How did you feel when they did that?
I was kind of bummed out. Like, you could see that thing coming from a mile away, right?
Yeah, dude. It's like, he's not going to make it.
Yeah, it was just kind of bummed out because, like, he just seems like a nice guy. And then, like, the moment he realizes everything that's happening, like, you could see how sad he is. And it's just, like, it hurts you double.
Yeah, it's like, imagine, like, you're doing your job, you're believing in the thing, and you're just like following orders and doing the right stuff, and then like all of a sudden nothing makes sense anymore. Like, you realize that things are a lie. And yeah. I mean, like, right before he got pruned, he told Loki, like, you can be anybody, you can even be a good person. It's like, oh damn, you're gonna die right when you enter that. I knew it. Like, he's not gonna, like, that's it, bro, that's it.
Yeah,
that's it for you.
You done goof.
You said your last words. But yeah, man, I honestly was shocked. I mean, I was not shocked. I could see it coming, but it happened really fast. What was the judge's name? Ravonna, right?
Ravonna, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how I feel about her. I think she's the bad guy. Like, legit. I think so.
I think it's Miss Minutes.
Ooh, I don't know who that is. Who's Miss Minutes?
The AI?
Oh, the AI. You think she's an AI?
Well, no, there's the AI that like does all the training videos and all that stuff, you know?
Oh, Miss Minutes, the orange thing. Yeah, okay. You think that's the bad guy?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, that would be interesting, yeah.
Because how else would Ravonna have known they switched little tablets or whatever, you know?
Because it's not yours, man. You type in your password and it doesn't work. I don't know.
The same.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, I just think she's a bad one because first thing, she's trying to cover all the things up because I don't know, forget the number, agent number, whatever, the one that Sylvie manipulated to get like the answer she needed to know.
C20.
C20, yeah. So she was fine, but Ravonna was like, "Nope, you're done." Axed, and she didn't tell Mobius that. She was like, "Oh no," she was like on her, right? And then in the elevator, when Sylvie was like, "Hey, why did you? What crime did I commit?" And she's just like smiling, smirking. She's like, "I forgot." It's like, wow, that's harsh, man. That's cold. That's not even like, what's up? Tell me.
I just don't think it makes sense for her to be the bad guy because obviously she was reporting to somebody, right?
Okay. So I think she's
and
maybe not the bad guy, but she's a bad guy. Okay.
An accomplice. And then like at the end of the episode where she's all like, when she was about to get pruned, she's like, "Do it." And I was like, all right. Like, I mean, obviously you have some guilt over all this stuff.
That's true. Oh, she's saying do it, like dying for the cause, right? Like she's a fighter in the war of like whatever, the timeline. Because she wasn't super shocked that the and this is like spoiler town, that the what do they call them? The leaders, the
timekeepers.
Timekeepers, yes, exactly. That the timekeepers were like, oh, they were like not actual timekeepers; they were just robots. Like, imagine if you're a follower and you believe in these things, like they're like the creators of all things, and you see somebody just chop their head and it's a robot, you would be like shocked. You would be like, oh, hold on a second, let's not fight. What's going on? But she was still fighting, so she knew.
Jesus just showed up and was a robot. I'd be shocked.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, guys, let's stop. Let's put the Bibles down. All right, what's going on? But
I'd have a crisis of faith.
Yeah, it's like, what happened? So yeah, so that's why you know that she knows. But I don't know. So the other moment the moment when Sylvie throws like her sword, or was the stick to the timekeeper's head and chops it off, and
did you just call that a stick or sword? A stick?
Yeah, it was a stick. It was like because you know the pruning stick. But it was a dagger, right? Okay, yeah.
No, it was her sword.
Horse. Where did she get a sword from?
Because she brought her sword, gave her.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Because when they're fighting, like the bottom part is sharp, but the top part is a pruning part. So I thought, yeah. There we go. Her sword. She threw out things, and then, bada bing, bada boom. It's now like the charade is off. Wizard of Oz, right? Like man behind the curtain. And then Loki's gonna confess his love to herself.
Pause.
Pause.
So we're still in the hypothetical world where this is Loki and that's Loki, right? And this is two different Lokis. Is it masturbation or not?
It could be because that's the biggest thing. Like I think Mobius alluded to he said, because he was giving him crap for caring about Sylvie or the other Loki, the other variant.
Sylvie. Yeah,
Sylvie. And because he was like, this is the true form of a narcissist. Like you like yourself even as another variant, which is kind of interesting take, right? Because they did fall for each other, and it is weird, right? Because it is like, it's you. So I don't know. It might be considered.
The Nexus event is just the universe like confused, like we don't know what to do here. Like it's like
exactly. The Nexus event was a huge boner. It was like, man, it was just kept climbing up. I was like, oh snap, 0 to 60, let's go. Right? It could have been that. I don't know.
If they have kids, it's just another Loki. Like, what is happening?
I know. Is it considered incest? It's just you. I don't know. Just making. Yeah, I don't know.
No. I'm pretty sure it's considered masturbation at that point. Just saying.
Because it's self pleasure, right? So I don't know.
It's so confusing.
It's confusing. Precisely why, like, you know, and Back to the Future, like you cannot meet yourself, you know, in a different timeline because it breaks everything, you know. But I guess Marvel is different. They're okay with that. But yeah, man, when he was about to confess his love, it's like, oh, I've never done this before. Let me tell you how I feel. And then Ravonna is like, sucker, which was very sad. I was at that point. I was like, "There's no way he's done. Like, just like this, they're going somewhere else. 100%, they're going somewhere else."
Yeah, I kind of thought that too, but I kind of thought at the same time, like, it'd be kind of cool if like this is the way they bring Loki back, not like the old Loki, but like the woman Loki, Sylvie, right, into the main timeline. So I was kind of like, all right, that might be kind of cool if they bring her in instead of Loki.
And
then
like the transition,
and then he bitched out.
It's just I like I said, like you've said, like, oh, this is 10 years in the making. You've told me many times, like I get it, right? But for me, it's just like I don't even. It's just like when you can do time travel and you can go wherever you want, then you can do whatever. You can write anything and it'll work because of time travel. And it's just like, I don't know. The multiple universe thing like breaks my brain, but I don't know. That's all I gotta say about that. It's just confusing. It's just confusing. Like if you start like to try to unravel it back to the beginning of time, then you should have seen it. Like for example, Sylvie, right? She was in some timeline after the Ragnarok, or as just a little kid, and then she was. Or we don't know.
They haven't said why, right?
They haven't
like
said
how
why.
she came to be. Yeah.
Yeah, so we haven't said how she came to be, but as far as she knows, she was just playing with little toys, and then she got taken out, and they dropped the time bomb, and it reset the toys too. So I don't know, like she got erased from that timeline period. So her parents don't know she exists. Nobody knows she exists. She's just no longer there. So somebody put her there then, or something happened. We don't know.
I don't know if that's what happens. I think they just bring them back. This is this plot holes.
Yeah. I know. I don't know if it's a plot hole on purpose, right? Because Loki did say that they wanted to remove all the Lokis that didn't die fast death, or like they didn't die before their time. So if that's the case, then there's somebody else messing up stuff. And I watched some of the explainer videos, and bro, man, there's a lot of trivia that I can't even get to because it's like comic book. It's like, oh, this reference that, but they kept mentioning a name, and I forgot to write it down. Maybe it's like some guy that almost looked like Kang, exactly. I don't know who he is, but they kept saying that name. It's like, it's Kang. This could be where Kang comes in.
He's gonna be the villain in Quantumania, the next Ant-Man movie. But he's like he's a big like time traveling kind of character villain. So
I see. He has time travel powers? That's okay.
Yeah. He's kind of like the TVA. I think he might have been part of the TVA. I don't remember.
Okay.
So
if that's where he comes in, then I guess that kind of makes sense, right?
I mean, smarter people than I will figure out how to write this and make it work, right? It's interesting to see how they're gonna get there.
But at least do you feel my like, I don't know, maybe like I know you are like diehard fan of like the whole like MCU and all these things, but like from me coming in, it's like time travel. Here you go. And then like we can just like make anything happen, and then like, hey, by the way, this bad guy can manipulate time too. It's like, what does that even mean?
Well, they've been messing with time since Avengers, so like it's been there for a while. This is just the first time you see it, and then like the multiverse concept is in there now too, which is I think that's where you're having issues with, is understanding that a multiverse exists.
Right.
And for people who watch comics and like anything comic related, a multiverse is just a thing. We all understand it. Like,
gotcha.
Oh, there's just other worlds that don't make sense. So I think that's where you're having trouble with.
Yeah. So where I'm having issues is like where I'm okay with there being different timelines. Like there's different Lokis in different points in different universes, right? Where I have problems is when you bring the universes together, or like when you go back in time and then alter the same timeline. That's where I have issues. But I guess in this place, and this one's specifically confusing because they went to TVA, and TVA is supposed to be somewhere outside of the timelines, right? It's like not even in some place. So it just doesn't. To me, it doesn't like compute. But this leads us to the after credit scene with all the Lokis. What do you think about that?
All right.
So, yeah, it's even more confusing, right?
It's not that it was confusing. It was just like I said, in my mind, I thought it would have been a cool idea to just get rid of Tom Hiddleston. Not that I don't like the character, but it would have been kind of bold to be like, okay, he's done. Like this was the end of, right?
Yeah.
Because it killed him. He mentions it like, I've died so many times already. It's kind of like, all right,
yeah.
One of these got to stick, right? Like you just got erased.
Yeah.
And then Sylvie would have been the new Loki for the MCU from now on. Maybe they might still end up doing that. I don't know, right? We don't. But
he didn't.
Seeing him, right? But seeing him come back is kind of like, all right. I mean, obviously.
Yeah. Obviously.
I was like 2 episodes.
Yeah,
left,
yeah,
right?
exactly. The moment I saw that pruning, I was like, okay, tell me where he's gonna show up next. And I was like, thank you. There's an after credit scene. Okay, all right, thank you. I didn't expect there to be more Lokis. But it kind of does make sense because they all got pruned. They said it in a previous episode that they pruned multiple variants, and they looked all strange. I didn't come up on this own, but on another breakdown they said that these were Lokis from different comic books.
Yeah.
And one of them
the
is
multiverse.
The multiverse. Yeah. And I don't know if they're all bad. I guess, or not bad, but like. Not good either.
I mean, who knows what they're gonna do, right? Like, at
yeah,
this point.
Yeah, we don't know. So yeah, I definitely interested. It definitely was a more action in this episode. There's a lot of stuff happening. The TVA is falling apart. I'm curious to see what the interrogation is gonna lead to from Sylvie and Ravonna, right? Because how is she gonna just come back to her office and be like, okay, you're my prisoner when nobody knows what's happened? So
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the episode. I think the show is really good. I think it's better than the other shows in terms of like what's happening. Cause like WandaVision kind of ends up like meh, right? Nothing. At the grand scheme of things, nothing really change other than she getting that book and then looking for her children, right? Which is self-contained, right? Falcon and the Winter Soldier, in the grand scheme of things, nothing really changed, right? It advances the story slightly, but like it doesn't have
so
ramification.
Much. Yeah, the big advance there was like he's now the new Captain America. That's it.
But we don't know what's gonna come out of that, right? We're just like, okay, cool.
Right.
But now in this, there's overarching entity that has some superpower across the universe, right? And like it's falling apart. So like, what happens when it falls apart? Like, what's gonna happen to the world, right? So it's kind of okay. What this has repercussions bigger than the show, right?
Okay, I see. It affects the universe at a bigger scale.
Yeah.
If they're gonna be true to their word, like that, this is actually connected. Like if something happens in this show, it sure as fuck affect like all the other shows as well. So
what's the ripple effect, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw, but like this one was supposed to come out before WandaVision, so like
you were saying that.
Interesting to see what's gonna happen there.
Yeah. So was it supposed to come? I guess in chronological time, these events happened first, and then WandaVision happened.
I don't know, man. The TVA exists outside of time, so what does that really mean?
I know, right? Fucking hyperbolic time chamber. We don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know how they decided to fix it, but it'll be interesting to see what happens at the end. So
yeah, so we got two more episodes, right?
2 more episodes. I'm hyped for it. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be the next 2 episodes are gonna be probably the most interesting.
Yeah. If I just watch it and like just for whatever the show is, it's very interesting. But the more I think about it, it's like so hard to like wrap.
The more you try to understand.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I did the thing that we were gonna. Yeah, like I said, I did the thing that they said we're gonna do last week. Like, hey, I'll actually watch explainer videos that tell me exactly what happened, and now it's even more confusing. So it's like, I should have just like not done that because
I
this is
understand.
like intense. It's definitely this world goes deep. So
You're talking like 13 years of material, man.
I know, right? Yeah,
And
I
it's
guess
starting. The chain is starting all over with Black Widow coming out, and then the Eternals, and then the other shows. So exciting.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So Black Widow's coming up in 2 weeks, so we'll see what's there.
2 weeks, or it's next week.
Oh, next week. Oh, snap, next week. All right. Well, speaking of time, 4th of July weekend, man. Like like we said, we're not doing any topics specifically, but we're just gonna catch up. This is Friday, July, whatever, 2nd, 4th of July weekend after pandemic. It seems like now I'm not doing anything, mostly because I'm just don't want to go anywhere specific. I didn't go anywhere 2 years ago. I'm not gonna break that chain just because traffic is intense, man. And with 2 kids, they ain't gonna stay put in the car.
Man, you gotta live that life, man.
I'm
What do I know?
Yeah. Are you going somewhere? Or are you gonna just stay home, make some
Brats? Is that what people do now?
brats?
Not really. I'm just gonna hang out in my house.
Watch some fireworks. How are your dogs with fireworks, man?
Artemis, which is my corgi, does not like them. She doesn't like bark or freak out. She just wants to be in her crate when it happens.
Gotcha. That's pretty crappy.
Yeah, but she's fine. Like, if it's happening, she's not barking or freaking out. She's just like, I'm out. Peace.
I'm out. I'm gonna be in my crate. All right, if you need me, all right, I'm on my safety blanket.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, that could be considered a form of stress, but like, she's not shaking or anything because I made sure of that. Okay. Apollo, I don't think he cares, man. There's not a lot of things that dog cares about. He's just like,
yeah, he seems like a happy dog. Yeah.
It's just like, I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah.
That's how he is.
And Apollo is what breed is he?
He's my golden.
Golden, yeah, golden retriever, yeah.
He's a little special.
Yeah. Is he getting pretty big now?
I mean, to me, he still looks small. Like, I picked him up today, and I'm like, oh, bro, you're heavy now. But like,
yeah.
But like to me, he still looks small. So I don't know. Like, I don't know. My family's coming this weekend, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, because you see him every day, so it's harder for you to notice changes, right? So you see him every day. Yeah, so. That's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, you're part of the. I was listening to the radio, actual radio, and they were like talking about statistics that this year was good for like shelters and people adopting pets because they were home all day. So if there was a time to get a pet, 2020 was the year, right? Because you're gonna be there at home. There's nowhere to go. So doing your part, man. Good job. You got 2.
I was pretty happy. They're trained. They're mostly trained. Sometimes a little accident here or there, but nothing that I can be like, all mad about.
Yeah, so, yeah. That's the best thing, man. Because if like a lot of times if you have pets and then you're at work all day, then you come back home and then like you're like done. Like I don't want to do anything, and then the dog's like happy, but you're like I don't actually want to play because But you're home all day, so they see you. You walk around, you hear them run after you. I don't know how your dogs are, but dogs are usually pretty friendly.
My dogs are like, "What up? Hi, got French fries or what?"
You got French fries. Yeah. That's cool, man. Yeah, because you've always wanted to get a dog. Like, you wanted to have it, but I think this is the time. Stars align. Because I remember you asking, like, you should get, like, dude, like, if you're going to do a dog, get it this year. This is the year to do it.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be home. Nice.
Look at us now. I'm like, goddamn dogs. Shitting everywhere.
But they don't bark, right? They don't bark. Are they barking dogs? No, they don't bark.
No, man, my dogs are perfect, man.
Yeah, because I don't hear them. Yeah.
They're super chill. Every once in a while, I'll hear them like whining, and it's something's bothering them. So I'm just like, all
Uh-huh.
right, guys, let's see what's going on. Let's yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
but for the most part, they're chill. They bark at like the door rings and stuff, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's pretty normal. Yeah, all dogs do that.
I hardly ever have my door bell ring anyway, so they're good dogs. I lucked out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not saying
that's
I
good.
trained them. I'm just saying I'll fully admit I lucked out.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, because the biggest thing is like taking him potty at regular intervals because they like its consistency is good, and then if they bark, that's a problem. When I used to have dogs, my dogs would bark all the time. Like they were little dogs, so they would just like bark all the time. It's like, oh god, nothing's happening. Chill out. Fireworks. My goodness, 4th of July was not a fun time. Or just like random, like run outside, start barking, and then come back inside the house. Like, you got him? All right, cool. All right, you got him. Okay. But yeah, now I just have kids. Kids are loud. That's just normal.
They're loud anyways, no matter what.
Yeah, no matter what. We're trying to we go for walks now that it's sunny up here in Seattle. We go for walks, and my daughter has it's like outside voice, but it's like louder. It's like she's yelling, like it's like, hey, you got to chill out. And then she waves hi, she waves hi to everybody, and that's pretty cool. She's pretty friendly, but other kids don't know that to wave back. So she's like, I feel a little bit bad. It's like I don't know what to do. I don't know if other kids are not trained or taught, not trained, taught to say hi back, because he's always like, hey, don't say hi to strangers, right? But I don't know, man. I'm still learning how to be a parent, so I'm just I gotta tell her hey, because she will half a block away she starts yelling hi. It's like, hey, I'll let you know when to say hi. Okay, walk with me. Okay, wait. Okay, now you can say hi. Hi. It's like, all right, cool, nice. There we go. Got out of your system.
I'm glad we're good here.
We're good here, yeah. So yeah, adults are normally fine, but kids are confused. It's like, you're saying hi. What do I do? It's like, say hi back, man. That's what we do. That's the protocol. Oh man, but this Monday, man, up here in the Pacific Northwest, apparently we got a heat bubble or whatever it is called. I don't know. Never seen anything like this.
Heat, quote unquote.
Bro, it was hot. It was 100 and look. So up here, I'm on the north side of Seattle. It was 110. I think that's the max it got. So it's not too bad. If I was inside the house without AC, it would have been pretty bad. But outside, it wasn't terrible because there was some breeze going. Yes, it was humid. Yes, it was hot. But I've been in Arizona where it's 117, 120, and it's just not a good time. So, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's still pretty hot out down there. Of course it is, right? Every day, 100 plus.
This summer hasn't even started, man. It sucks.
You serious? Yeah, it sucks.
Summer barely started, so that just means it's gonna be hot soon.
we're in July, man. You're into the middle of it. So
Yeah.
I haven't spent the summer in Arizona in a long time. I want to say the last time I was in the summer in Arizona was when I moved up here to Seattle. And it was I was like, why do people live here? I went outside to load something in the car, and I came back inside drenched. It was just so hot. It was 5 minutes. It's just I don't understand. It's just insane. Up here, yes, it was hot. The problem up here is that nobody had AC. Nobody has it because people say we don't need it. Don't worry. I bet you next year people are gonna buy it, install it in their house because yeah, dude, no way.
Who knows, man? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's just like it's just,
Dude, remember that time we went to San Francisco? We got an Airbnb, and it was like
Yeah.
I don't know when it was. I don't remember what time of the year it was, but
It was
we
the very
asked
first TwitchCon. It was like October, I
TwitchCon.
think.
Okay, yeah, because
Yeah.
and then we asked like the owner is like, hey, where's the AC? He's like, we don't have AC. He's like, damn, because it was like hot. It was hot inside the apartment. It was not a fun time. But it was just that day.
2015.
Oh,
September
2015.
26th to the 25 to the 26th.
Okay. Yeah, September is hot, yo.
Yeah, man.
So
That was not
You said-
fun.
yeah, but it was only that day. I think after that it was fine.
hmm
The dog patch, that's what we call it. That area. I remember that
Yeah.
brewery.
Yeah,
That's pretty chill area.
yeah.
I guess because I've gone to the Mission and that's a little less nice, but still fine.
I remember
That was-
we were walking around in the middle of the night, so that was fine.
That was fine, yeah. What wasn't fine right next to TwitchCon was the Tenderloin, right?
Remember we saw the people we were sitting eating at some random place. I don't even know why we were eating there. I think we were just making time, and then like somebody comes in and robs the place.
Where was
They
it?
just
Oh, yes. Yes, we were making time because we were going to go to the after party, the TwitchCon after party. And we were like, because we walked from, I don't know why, I don't know. We walked from wherever the hell we were
the
to
Moscone Center.
Moscone Center. Yeah, Moscone Center. Yeah, to where the concert was going to be. And the Rude Sandstorm was going to be playing. And just like, oh, let's eat before we go. And then we ate at some it's just some random sandwich shop. And then, yeah it was very, very different than stuff that I've seen. Like, I don't know. I don't want to call it ghetto because apparently it's disrespectful. I don't know. But it was dicey. All right. I wouldn't just go hang out there. We just see some guy.
Go back.
I don't know. I don't even remember where it was. I remember seeing the Twitter like headquarters office.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was close to that. So maybe it was. I don't know. Because we just walked GPS says walk that way. We walked that way.
I don't know, man. All I remember is we were sitting eating food, and then all of a sudden, somebody runs in and robs the place.
Yeah, he like steals some chips and the drinks, and he just fucking runs out. Yeah, I was like, okay, what do we do? Nothing, I guess. I don't know. The guy was not happy, but yeah, we
were young lads. We didn't know. Well, like it's fine, right? We could just walk around. It was no big deal.
Yeah, I know. Just walk around the city, no problem. Where are we going? We don't know. Who cares?
Yeah, it's fine.
Because it was a nice walk. We walked quite a bit on that trip.
Yeah,
San Francisco. Yeah. So, but
we
yeah,
walked
there's definitely
around. I don't remember. Do you remember walking around the perimeter?
Yeah, the wharf.
From the wharf down to around the entire thing.
Yeah,
down to the baseball field.
Yeah, the baseball
to where
field.
We were staying. Oh man,
yeah. That was a long walk. I don't know, 2 miles, 1 mile. I don't know. It felt. I don't walk anywhere, man. It was a long walk, but it's nice.
Actually, I should reiterate that wasn't how we started. We started at the bottom of Russian Hill. Walked.
That's
up
right.
Russian Hill.
That's right. Dude, Russian Hill is no joke, man. I was like, should we walk up here? I was like, we should do it. You look up that thing. It's like 45 degrees. No, not even joking. It's like insane. Yeah. I forget. Yeah, that's right. Russian Hill. Because why did we go there? We took an Uber to the bottom of Russian Hill.
We took an Uber and I thought they were going to leave us at the top. We told them to leave us on Lombard Street or whatever it's called, right?
Yeah. He left us at the bottom of Russian Hill.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah,
1
sure,
star.
we can do this. 1 star.
1 star.
Like, we can do this. And it's like, oh, dude, this is Russian Hill. And then I didn't know it was Russian Hill. We looked on the map. But yeah, it's super steep. We took some breaks, but we did it.
Yeah. And then we saw Lombard Street, and then we're like,
Yeah, there's a lot of cars getting stuck there. Why? I don't know why it's like that. Why Lombard Street is all crooked.
I don't know, man.
I bet the
Sure.
people who live there love it. Like, I bet they're like, oh yeah, I'm glad I live here, and all the cars are coming by every day. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I wasn't impressed. I remember like everybody's like, "Oh yeah, you got to see Lombard Hill or Lombard Street," and that's so cool. And I was like, "That's it."
Russian Hill is more impressive.
Yeah.
If you walk it, there are people running up that thing, man. That's
I know, man.
that's intense. Yeah, I can't do it.
Man, I can't even like. Even now, like I'm thinking back, I was like, "Oh man, like how did we do that? That was like not smart."
That's true. That's true. I mean, we were just walking, taking our time, taking a leisurely chat.
Chat. I felt like I chat.
Yeah, it was definitely a long. Cause we also stopped at the stadium, and then we had food there, so it's fine.
Well, we walked around all the piers, so we went to
Yeah,
the wharf.
piers.
We saw the Golden Gate from far away. We were like, "Oh, look at that!
Yeah,
It's a
there
bridge."
it is. It's a bridge.
And we
It's
saw
red.
the wharf, and it was kind of like, meh. I seen a wharf, Pier 45, and then we went through Pier 39, down to 33, 23, all the way around. We saw the cool building at the ferry, remember? Down there, like
Yeah.
in the middle of the city. That was cool. Did we go through Chinatown at that point?
I don't think we did, but I think
No,
we did.
we literally went. Huh?
We walked. I don't think we did on that same walk, but I think we did at some point in that trip.
Yeah. And then we ended up at the baseball field, and we were both like, I guess this is cool. It's a baseball field. Hey.
I honestly don't know who plays it. I don't know who plays there. If Tyler was here,
The
he would know.
Giants.
The Giants.
Giants.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, I guess.
And then we made it home, and that was fine. It was fun. Because where we were staying is great. It was like cool stuff.
Yeah, the dog patch is not a big suburb. I don't know how you like, or I don't know what. It's not a city, right? It's like a section of San Francisco, but
A chunk.
But yeah, man, that's I don't know why we're talking about this, but that was a fun trip.
Yeah. TwitchCon. Recommend.
Recommend. Yeah, I don't know how it is now, but TwitchCon,
I don't know.
that was the first one. That was pretty good. Definitely some good memories.
Yeah, man. Walking around the Tenderloin.
Yeah. That was not a good idea. But we didn't know, man. We didn't know it was Tenderloin.
We didn't know.
So
Somebody was just like, follow us. We're like, okay.
say, you want to hang out at a cool place? Yeah, let's go. Dude, that bar or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I don't remember much of it, but I remember it being really loud, and then there was like a there was like a special. It's like, you want something to drink? Like, yeah, we get to the counter, is crowded, right? Like everybody's trying to get like the bartender's attention.
Yeah.
And it was like a beer and a shot for like, I don't know, was it like $7 or $8? It was something like that. It wasn't that much money. It was like super cheap. It was like shot of tequila, whatever they had, and a beer, whatever it was. And that's what we did. But we had already had half a boot somewhere else. So it's
oh my god, the boot. I remember because we got there and then it was like 10 minutes before they closed. And we asked the guy, hey, can we get a boot? And he's like, are you sure? And we're like, yeah. And then when he serves it, he's like, hey, we're closing in 10 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, it was. We couldn't do the boot because they were like, no, we can't do the boot anymore. Like, we're done.
Yeah.
But they gave us like half. It was like a liter of beer or something. I don't know how much the boot was, but it was a liter. It was a liter of beer that we drank.
It was a giant stein.
Yeah,
and I remember my hand.
Yeah, and it was warm too because they had just washed it. So I was like, dude, no.
It was very authentic.
So yeah, it was a warm stein, not recommended, and they closed in 10 minutes. I was like, I guess we gotta drink it in 10 minutes. But yeah, that was interesting. So yeah, I don't know, man. Definitely recommended. Definitely have some guides. Have people to take you with. Know what they're doing. Not us.
Oh no.
Yeah. Duh. Man.
I wish I remember what place we were at.
Which one, the dive or the German place?
No, the German place was like Schrader House. the dive
Okay.
bar that we were at. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, dude. We just followed somebody that knew the area because I think there was a Twitch or like a Discord channel, and I was like, Mexi, you want to hang out with some random people? Because I'm all about hanging out with random people, and Mexi was like, whatever, man. And we just met with some people that went to TwitchCon, and he's like, let's go to a cool bar, and then we went, and it was cool, but just definitely not somewhere that I would go on my own. Yeah.
You know what's crazy is I think. So this is my superpower, right? I never get lost. I can find my way around anywhere, right?
Yeah.
So I think if I started at the Moscone Center, whatever it's called, I think I could make it there.
Yeah, you can make it there. Yeah.
I think I could.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, because I would not have done it if I wasn't with Mexi. Because I don't know, like you got us back home. There's no way I could have gotten us back home. Do you do you remember the bathroom?
Yes, the one with no doors, right?
No doors, nothing. Everybody's just going and peeing in like their stalls. It's like, all right, man, we gotta go together. There's like no way we're gonna go this alone. Like, I mean, we didn't pee in the same stall, but went together. So
yes,
it's very chaotic. I don't understand, man. Like, I don't know what kind of place this was. It was very loud. People were playing pool in the middle, but it was very crowded, so you couldn't really play pool. I don't understand. I don't know what it was.
I don't know either, man. I just remember like it was the craziest place. We're just walking around and people were like, "Hey, like, how you doing?" And I was just like, who are you people?
Yeah,
like, I just met you 5 minutes ago. Like,
yeah, but we made it back and we're good and
Yeah.
we're alive and definitely recommend. Like, look, if you go to a convention or whatever, just talk to random people. You'll end up in random places and you'll have stories.
This is
Just
very
be
true.
safe. You just be safe, I guess. I don't honestly. I endangered your life without needing to do it, but I'm glad it ended up okay.
It wasn't endangered. I mean, we made it out alive. We have some stories. It wasn't the first time, or
Yeah,
maybe
was
that the first time?
Maybe I think it was.
know.
At this
No,
of this caliber.
the first time was over in what's it called? When we went to the season 2 finals for.
Oh yeah, season 2 finals of League of Legends.
Yeah. That's
Wait,
on the
where
first. I was in USC. Remember,
Yes,
we were
yes.
staying in that sketchy area. We were just,
Yes,
this
dude.
looks
Okay.
fun.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that was the first Airbnb experience, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I was just trying to save $1, and that was not it. That was definitely not a good.
It's fine.
Airbnb was young, first starting out. We were
Uh,
staying at this place, and there was helicopters. Like, it's just not a good time. This first traveling experience, we learned what not to do, what to do. Definitely, yeah. LA, don't rent a car. Not necessary.
nah,
Uber, just Uber. Yeah.
we have convention stories after, so maybe we'll do this again one day. Talk about our convention stories.
Yeah, PAX is opening up this year. Like,
I know.
I was, I don't know, man. I thought it was maybe too soon. I don't know, man.
And the government said they can open, so you know what, man? Who
Yeah.
are you to argue with the government?
Yeah, I think they have to open up because, I wouldn't say they have to, but I bet they reserve these places for like years advance, like a contract for like 5 years in a row. It's like, look, we don't want this place convention center for 5 years. So it's like, if we don't use it, we're paying all this money because it's the Seattle Convention Center, right? So it's got to be expensive.
Yep.
So, yeah, man. So I'm not gonna go this year, unfortunately. Even though I'm in Seattle now, finally. But I just don't know.
Yeah.
Too soon for me. It's just a lot of people, man. It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm with you on that one. It's just.
it's too soon, man. But yeah, I guess on that note, like now that people are vaccinated or there's a vaccine available for people to get vaccinated. Let's just say it that way. And places are opening up. How is it like in Phoenix? Like, have you started going out and stuff? And
well, in Phoenix, it was like it's the same whether it was you're vaccinated or not for a while.
Oh boy, oh damn.
But it was fine. I mean, now places are opening up. Not that it really mattered before, but you know, people were still going out to the bars and stuff.
Yeah.
But I've been out a couple times, and I was like, yeah, you know, it's fine.
Is it weird? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It feels weird because people don't wear masks like all the time, and like I feel hypocritical going to a restaurant wearing a mask because it's kind of like, well, I'm just gonna take it off anyways. Like this is just
right. Yeah. So
like,
don't wear a mask. Yeah.
I wear a mask everywhere else I go.
Okay, like if you go to a grocery store, you like.
I go to the grocery store. I went to the DMV today. I wore a mask. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna go to the UPS store or whatever. Like I wear a mask everywhere else. I just think it's hypocritical for me to wear a mask in a restaurant because
it just doesn't make sense, right? I think it's always been like the ruling. Like if you're sitting at a table with people that in your group, you don't wear a mask. I don't know, man. Like the science has flip flopped all over the place. Wear a mask, don't wear a mask. Doesn't matter. It matters. We're all like confused. Like I get it. That's how science works. It adjusts. But it's like at this point, you got the vaccine. I got that vaccine. Right? What else can we do? We're doing the best, right? So
we did what we had to do.
And maybe in 5 years we're like all deformed and shit, right? So I don't know. We'll find out all side of oh shit. Oh dang. Yeah. We'll find out what happens. But because that's a big worry of the people that don't want to. And whatever. Look, we live in America. I will say this. In America, you have the right to do whatever you want. And this is showing you what we can do. I'm not gonna say it's right or wrong. You can do whatever you want. This is America. This is great. America. This is why I live here, man. People are like, why don't you go back to your country? This is my country. I can do whatever I want. It's nice. It's nice. I can be wrong. I can be right. Doesn't matter. Whatever is But yeah, I went to a brewery with some coworkers like a few weeks ago. And yeah, man, it was weird. It's definitely weird because I haven't seen like people outside of my family in a long time. And then you can't drink a beer with a mask, so you take it off.
I mean, you could if you really wanted to try.
If you really want to, right? So, and most people were fine. They were all like, I guess the current state of the science says that if you're vaccinated, you're probably fine. If somebody else is not, that they're the one at risk. I don't know. I'm not gonna say this is not a facts podcast. This is just what I've read so far. So
it's all fine and dandy.
Yeah, for me it's fine, right? Whatever. I'll just drink
until
my beer.
You get Delta Plus. Whoa.
Delta Plus upgrade. I know, man. The freaking variants are all over the place. Like people say like, oh, the pandemic is over. Like, bro, the pandemic is not over. The lockdown is over. But some other countries are like struggling and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but like it's still going on.
Yeah, and so other countries they're having a hard time, so I don't know. But yeah, it was definitely strange. It's like we were joking around. It's like we forgot how to like have like common things like when the server comes and brings you your food, like oh thank you or whatever, like something, right? So yeah, it was definitely nice to see my coworkers again because we've been talking over Zoom like a lot of people, but it's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I went to go have drinks with my boss, my old boss, and I was just like, oh, I missed this.
I missed this. Yeah, because you forget how much of social interactions you used to have, because we used to take it for granted. Yeah, so.
And then now, look at us.
Look at us.
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Please, I want to see some people face to face. I want to spit all over my face.
All right, let's calm
All
down.
right. Oh,
And
shit.
normally you gotta pay for that.
Oh dang. Yeah. Yeah, man. But I'm still not going back to the office. They can. It's just for me. It's just a commute. I don't know about for you, but for me, it's like I just don't feel like being stuck in traffic. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
kind of weird, right?
Yeah. It's
You
like
got
some
used
people
to it,
have to be like in the office. Like they have to be there because that's what, or wherever they work, they have to be there because that's where their job is.
Mm-hmm.
But I honestly don't have to be there all the time. I could be there sometimes, but not all the time. So yeah, because my place of employment is like, hey guys, next week you guys are cool to come. Just sign this waiver, and you're good.
Sign this waiver that says you're good. Like, all right.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. Yeah, but yeah, at least for 20.
No.
Yeah, at least until 2022 is not required for us to go. So it's what is like July. I got like 6 months, 5 months of figuring out things out.
Hey, you got some time. You got some time.
Yeah, we got some time. So, oh man, but yeah, I'm glad things are at least are getting better in my area. I'm excited to see what happens after this because things are not gonna be the same. So
Yeah, I don't know, man. I wonder like what's gonna stick around and what's gonna change. Like I
yeah,
would have
'cause-
hoped mask was more a common thing, but apparently symbol oppression. What do I know? What do I know?
So yeah, before the lockdown, so I used to take the bus to work, and some people used to wear we used to wear masks. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not a mask culture person because I grew up here in the U.S. in the Southwest. So right, does not even a thing. Like you can't even like not non-existent. Only doctors wear this when they're doing surgery. And so up here, just the more, yeah, here up more diverse. I would see people wearing masks. I would assume, oh, they're sick. They're wearing a mask or something. I don't know. But I think it's going to change. I think people are probably going to wear. I think this is, I don't know, maybe not in Arizona, but at least I think in Washington, it's probably going to be more common to see masks.
I don't know,
because
man.
You don't know?
I don't know, man.
I honestly, I don't care either way. I'm probably going to keep doing it for a while until, and it's not even paranoia. I just don't know. It's just like a habit now. You go to the car, you carry the mask, you put it on when you get off the car, and then you go do your thing, and then you take it off when you get home.
I like wearing a mask.
You like it?
It makes me feel incognito.
Yeah.
You know.
The only downside is like the peripheral vision is kind of affected, like downwards.
What?
Like looking down.
Why are you looking down? Like,
well, you have to move your head all the way down. I don't know.
I think you're making things up, man.
It could be, man. But
you have no business down there. What are you looking sad at the world for?
Cash, man, like or your credit card. I don't know. You want to pay? Like
what? There's a pandemic out there, man. Contactless payment.
You still gotta pay with the card. You gotta like swipe it or like tap it or whatever.
It's awkward when you gotta like like me that you have to pay with Face ID. You know, it's like no, the dilemma of my life.
Yeah, they didn't fix that yet. Not yet.
No, well, you can use your PIN or whatever, but it's just like.
Oh, I see.
It's the convenience of it. You put it in your face and it opens your phone, right?
I gotcha.
No.
Yeah, I'm not that sophisticated. I'm still using the fingerprint reader thing.
Peasant.
I know, right? All right, man. Well, that was our update. Next week, 100% guaranteed, Aquaman is gonna come. Shape of Water. That's definitely. We've been talking about it for a while.
Maybe.
Maybe. Actually, yeah, we'll see what happens. We're waiting for our other co-host because we need to talk about this in detail because there's a lot of stuff in this movie that is good. But for now, it's just Mexy and I just shooting just talking, just hanging out.
That sounded awkward.
I just don't want to curse anymore because then you have to bleep it out.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, but it's fine. Thank you for joining us. I think we're gonna. I think this is it. This is our update. We're doing well. Our world's opening up. Go have fun. Drink beer. See some people. All right, man. And with that, peace.
See ya.
Thank you for listening. If you like this podcast, please give us a star, heart, or leave us a review. You can follow us on Twitch, Twitter, or YouTube at Pubstomp Podcast. That's PUBSTOMPOD cast. For more episodes, go to anchor.fm/Pubstomp. Music provided by 99 Lives. Credits are in the episode description.